Hi, welcome back. This is day 6, video 5. And this one's gonna be on what to do when prayer's not working. I have some things that I'm gonna show in a sec that I'm gonna use because I hit a little stopping point, I guess you could say. It's only day 6 and I tried praying and it wasn't working. And this is all about what to do when prayer is not working. I tried and this is important to remember, that you can try and sometimes you just need to eat, sleep, and rest. There's a certain verse that I'll put in the description that I like a lot that talks about this. The whole story behind it is a man was under a tree and he was begging God to just let me die, and God didn't let him die. God didn't tell him, no, get up, work, shut up. God simply sent an angel, and the angel gave him food, water, told him to get up, eat, drink, rest. And that means a lot when prayer is not working, because sometimes we just need to rest. So that's one of the things to remember when prayer is not working. The other thing is to switch it up. Switch it up, switch up the positions, the angles, all of it. Maybe you need to pace back and forth while you're praying. Maybe you need to try praying the rosary and using your own prayers with that, because you don't have to pray the Catholic rosary to pray the rosary. You can even make a mala, which is a more Hindu and Buddhist form of beadwork, and it's just a circle rosary type of thing, and there's counters on it as well, so you can get to lots of prayers with that. I made a rosary that's basically 3 rosaries in one. So there's that. And then I guess let's get into it. I'll show some pieces. One way is embroidery. And anything really that can get you in a flow state or a meditation state. So just going back and forth with the needle and being mindful with it and praying while you're doing it is a good way of doing stuff, right? So this is one of the pieces. It is a little prayer cloth that my auntie gave me. And I embroidered the edges and added it to a bigger cloth, and I plan to expand upon it and add more and more and more. So that's one devotional piece that I've done, and I love this prayer cloth so much. It's well used and worn, and yeah. So there's that. There's this beautiful piece that I was working on. I didn't even realize that this was a form of devotion, a form of prayer. It's this lovely image of Guadalupe for one of my saints. So I can't wait to get back into this and to start finishing it. Next is when prayer is not working, just read your Bible, right? Read your Bible, read your religious text. I believe the Bible is a book of stories, a book of fables, lessons, a book of spells. It's powerful, it's good, right? But if you're scared of the Bible, you have religious trauma, no worries, no rush to do the Bible. Just read your religious text or some type of reading that gets you in that flow state again. So reading things of mythology, maybe if you work with Greek gods and goddesses, would be a good one as devotion and prayer. Next is journaling and coloring. So here is a little piece I did The barcode is actually funny. I have an app that's an alarm, and you have to scan a barcode to turn it off. And I keep this by my nightstand, and I have to open the book, flip the page, find it, scan it, and it gets me to get out of bed. And it's also, I have religious stuff on it. So I have crosses, I have just olive trees. I think this purple one is hyssop. It's just one that's mentioned in the Bible a lot. And then just some words of affirmation. And this is my little sketchbook. So that's another method. Here's another one that I do, which is, I don't know if you can see all of it. This is my loom, and this is beads, beadwork. Beadwork is very meditative. Picking up each and every bead and doing either a loom or doing free beading, which is just the string and the beads in your hand, and you're just doing that. Very meditative, very good. Another one that I'm gonna get back into as I do these 30 days in this devotional practice. So that last and final one that I'm gonna be doing, and ones that you can try out, is knitting or crocheting. It's really good. Once again, anything that can get you in a flow state. Here's a piece that I've been working on that I'm going to turn to a devotional piece. It is just a long, really long piece of knit that I'm doing. That's going to be like this giant blanket or shawl. So I'm excited for that. I couldn't crochet like a triangle shaped shawl, so I decided to just do a square and call it a day, because you know what? That's easy for me and I'm still learning. Okay. So that's what to do when prayer isn't working. And I hope that helped. Like I said, this is day 6, video 5. So August 5th. And I think that's everything. Have a good day. Bye.